Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to be doing another VOD review, but quickly before I get into it, I just wanted to let you guys know that you should check out my Twitch. There's a link in description if you guys want to check out my Twitch. I'm going to be streaming this Saturday and this Sunday. I have my schedule posted over there, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to stop by if you guys want to interact with me and ask me any questions. That is the best way to ask me questions about how to get better at the game and to just talk to me about some stuff. So yeah, but hopping right into this arena VOD, this is from a subscriber who only speaks Spanish. And he's playing an arena game, and he asked me to VOD review him. So, here's the VOD. Yeah, I guess we'll just start. So, he's landing Doom's Domain. To start it off. And I am sorry for the slightly crappy quality, because this guy's video was not very high quality, and also, my, recording setup isn't very high quality, so I'm sorry about that, but it will get fixed soon, because I am getting a new PC, I'd say, within the next couple months. I know that doesn't seem like a very short amount of time, but believe me, it'll be a lot sooner than you guys think. All right, let's go into it. So it seems that and I have not watched this, just for some reference. So it seems that he's landing this house rather than Doom's Domain, which is okay. It's okay to abandon your drop and have a backup one. That's okay. All right, I'm actually just gonna forward it a little bit because nothing really interesting happens here. He just kind of sits around for a little while. Ah, the classic house engagement. Alright, so in this situation, we basically have, there's a person inside of a house, and then there's a person outside of the house. So, with most house engagements, the person on the outside has more of an advantage, simply because they have more peeks, they have more options, and they know where the person inside is. And they kind of have just more air. But that being said, the person on the outside is also prone to being third-partied. So, in your situation, none of that matters. But in your situation, what you should really try to do is isolate the amount of peeks that the enemy can take. For example, make all of the walls yours. Try to, just, make sure that there's no, places the enemy can sneak in without you knowing. So, yeah, that's just it for the most part. And also, pay attention to your audio, because that's really important when you're in a fight like this. So, yeah. So I'm just going to keep continuing it on a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I like where you are. I think the only scary part is that there's a window behind you, because your enemy could drop in front of that and take a peek and take a shot at you, which could potentially do a lot of damage, because you only have 100 HP, which is really not that much. And some of you guys were complaining about my cursor, so I don't know why, but my cursor turns into this circle whenever I'm, trying to draw or something. And so it's a bit weird, but, I mean, I'll just deal with it, whatever. So, yeah. I'm going to turn this up a little bit, actually. Alright. So, I do like your positioning there. It's a bit more risky, and I like that you're trying to get away from this fight, because obviously Doom's Domain is one of the most contested drop spots on the map, and if there's a fight that's happening there, most of the time it's likely that it's attracting attention from other drop spots and other places, other people rotating from other POIs. So yeah, that's just general. And this player is on console, I forgot to mention. Alright, I kind of like your rotation here. I like how you're trying to conserve mats. If I were you, though, I would definitely be farming those fences. Mats is one of the most important things in the game, as we all know. And you don't really have too many, so I would ideally be farming those mats. That's the best thing that you want to try and do right here. Alright, I do like kind of what you're doing, but I feel it's a bit scuffed. And in this game, just for some reference, is not going to be there's not going to be that many kills. It's going to be more of a low-key kind of rotating-esque game. So yeah, just generally. And there's not that many people in this lobby. This is a very, very dead lobby. There's 26 people in this first zone. So it's a very dead lobby. All right, and also, as I can see right now, you're kind of just standing around in the building of Doom's Domain. You're kind of just, just chilling. But if I were you, I would try to be gathering info on enemies. I would try to be, farming, try to be looting for better loot, because your loot's not very good. You're trying to get meds. Pop another mini, by the way. You have 3. There's no harm in getting that extra 10 HP. That could be the situation between life or death. So it's very important that you that you, like, you know, just you're always doing something. That's like one of the most important things that I see in my sub VOD reviews. you gotta be able to, you know, you gotta be doing something all the time, you know? So yeah, just gonna be continuing it on. Ooh, a box fight. Also, I don't think you're paying attention to the zone at all, because as of right now, the zone's fully closing, and it's like you've been in this game for what, like a while now? I don't even know, but the zone's fully closing, so I think you should pay a little bit more attention to your zone here, so that you can, you know, be okay. And also, once again, you're crouching way too early. There's no need to be crouching here. You can walk up a little closer, then start crouching. Nice tag. That's a great tag on him. So right here, I'm just gonna say one thing. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Obviously, you're trying to do the pickaxe fake. I just saw that. That was really good. Which is basically where you take your pickaxe out to pretending like you're going to pickaxe, and then the player edits, and then you pre-fire, right? And like, it's a very good strategy, and I like what you're doing here. I don't actually know if you knew that you were doing that, but when you're trying to take somebody's wall, especially in Season 4, where people are more advanced in terms of building and editing and I guess anticipating what you're going to do exactly, you should always try to be next to on the right side of the box, because you have the right hand peak, you can be on a ramp, you can just generally have more safety. Right here, if this player edits, he can box you like a fish, and literally like a fish, like that's what your skin is. But yeah, so you want to try to be a little bit safer here. This is a bit not as safe as I would have liked, but this player obviously that you're fighting is not very good. So you messed up the edit, obviously. Just work on your mechanics, you know. And in most of these VOD reviews, mechanics is the hardest thing to coach. So I'm not going to be like analyzing their mechanics or any of that stuff. I'm going to really just be analyzing your game sense and your gameplay. Your sense seems a bit too low. At least I've seen. You're not able to flick to your targets fast enough. Especially on controller, a high sense is normally better. Most pro players and just general controller players play on a higher sense than they would if they were on keyboard and mouse. So yeah, that's why when you see so many controller players like Unknown and I don't even know, like controller players in general, like even Lechi, all of them are pretty high sense when they're playing on keyboard and mouse, because they're super used to that like flicking and that, you know, that whatnot. I like your edits there. That was good. Nice. That was good. That was a good kill. I just think that you need to work on your mechanics, obviously, and try to be more proactive. You were doing a good job of saving mats, but when you're kind of just like walking on the ground, it's a lot easier for either you to get third-partied or for the opponent you're fighting to just kill you easier if they're a good player. Obviously, this guy was not a great player, so yeah. I like the little dance on that guy. Okay, I'm gonna forward this a little bit. Oh, I didn't see any build up to that. Alright, you're in the storm here. You see this guy. Wow. That guy's reaction time, bro. I'm gonna count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That guy waits 3 seconds before building from being shot at, and he builds from the wrong way. Wow, this guy's a bad player that you're fighting right here. This guy's genuinely terrible. If you don't win this fight, bro, I'm gonna be genuinely confused. He's gonna die to storm. Nice fish. Right there, I just noticed this. Right here, you could have placed a cone in floor and then done like the little piece control thing where you basically like do like the double let it down and then place a ramp box like a fish. You could have done that if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, like, you can watch various videos on YouTube. You can watch some of my videos. I explained it in that. But yeah, just for some reference. So what you're doing here is you're kind of just letting this guy eat fish. Like, you're not really applying pressure. You dealt a tremendous amount of damage to this player, and ideally you should be looking for damage on him. You shouldn't be like kind of just walking around like you were doing here, like, you know, like, oh whoops, I missed a shot, I place a ramp, okay, I'm still walking around, I'm looking, I hit him for a little bit more, like, you know, it's all right. But you try to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess you can say. Yeah, your sense is definitely too low. I saw there, like, you missed. Alright, I'm gonna play this in slow-mo, actually. That's actually worth talking about. Let me... what even is this? Alright, slow-mo right here. I'm gonna quiet this down. Ready? So right here, there's a couple frames. Oh, whoops, I just forwarded it by accident. There's a couple frames here where, like, you're aiming not even in his general area. And you're still not, you know? And eventually you just have to take out your shotgun just to kill him. You know, I mean, it's all right, but like, you should really just try and be more, just have better aim. That's a simple way of explaining it, you know? Oh no. How many people landed Doom's domain? Like, what is this? Oh, it's a henchman. Never mind. Wow. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Your sense is either... something's wrong with your sense. That you just missed shots on a henchman, bro. Like, yeah, fix that sense of yours. That's not good. Alright. Storm. Good. You got some cabbages. I'm alright with that. I would say that you should build, but nah. Don't even worry about it. Cabbages are quick. I like your rotation here. I can't see the map because you never pulled it up, but I like your rotation from like on like the, I guess, Sweaty Sands more side of the zone. I don't know what that side of the zone is called. Like Sweaty Sands area of the zone. I don't know why there's no POI like in between Sweaty and Pleasant. There's nothing there. I feel like there should be. And a lot of the time, this is just something that comes with practice. Like, you're standing still, like when you were just in this like pickaxing this chest, like you were kind of just like standing still, like walk forward, stop moving, pickaxe. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd say just try to like always be moving, always be thinking, always be doing something. I really like this rotate. Okay, obviously you're picking dead side of zone. Once again, this is not a stacked lobby, but if it was, or if it was like a real tournament, dead side's never a bad idea. So this is a great rotate, going from, I guess, your drop spot all the way around where less players will be. So there's going to be like way less players right now, where you are at least, you know. So yeah, just for some reference. Alright, I'm just going to keep forwarding. This is a very quiet game. You're not really doing too much. Ooh, there's a guy right here. Also, you try to snipe somebody and you're sweaty. You miss. Ooh. This is risky. You just let that guy get high ground on you. That's not good, because high ground is an extremely valuable tool. If you're like trying to like win a fight, for the most part, you're gonna want to get high ground. High ground's great, especially if you're like fighting against somebody who has a better AR than you. He has a scar, I heard obviously before. High ground's great, so because he can't beam you from above. All right, and this guy seems like an aggro player. He seems very aggressive. Yeah, see, I was talking about the better players before. These are those better players that you're gonna be fighting, who are gonna be like predicting that shot, being aggressive on you. You know, this guy seems like a weird like phase mongrel hybrid. I like the pickaxe here. I like how you put the cone as well. That's not bad. You should have been a little bit more, like, you know, efficient with it. I don't really know how to explain that, but I guess it's alright. He's on your wall. Yeah, so I've seen this like whole debacle, or like whatever. I don't know if that's the correct, I guess, like word usage, but when somebody, so for example, if this is your wall right here, and you're like right here, right? And then there's a player on the outside as well. And you're holding the wall. This guy's trying to pickaxe it. What do you do? Number one, work on your mechanics so that you can quickly edit cone and then re-edit. Or go for the, in my opinion, the calc classic, which is where you edit a window, place a cone through the window, and like box them through the window basically, which is doable. Do the calc classic almost every time. If you do the calc classic, especially when you do it in hard mats so that your opponents surround in hard mats, you'll win the fight. At least 50% of the time. Most of the time, it's going to be like 70, 80% of the time you're going to win those fights. All right. So try to just do that. What you're doing kind of right here is you're kind of just standing around again. You're like, okay, well, what do I do here? You know? Oh, I didn't see any of the build up to that. Oh, so here he boxed you. And yeah. There's three things, if I were you, I would work on there. Number one, your aim. Number two, you're kind of just like walking around, like very low energy play that I've seen from you. That's really not too good. So I'm not trying to be harsh, but I guess work on getting better. Like your general energy is low. Your mechanics aren't great. Your aim's very bad. I don't know if it's you or if it's your sense. One of the two, but it's not great. And you're just general, like, your understanding of what you have to do in a fight is not great. I'm not gonna write down any takeaways because there's no really point for that, but I'm gonna list them right now, okay? So, work on your, like, energy in the fight. Work on your mechanics, your aim. Obviously, those go hand in hand. And then also work on, like, what you're gonna be doing in a fight, like, where you should cone people, where you should, like, go for the shot, where you should add it up, where you should get high ground, where, like, what situations you should be in. Yeah, so, and always be doing something. Always be farming, always be, like a scouting for players, always be in a cone, always be in a, like, shooting at people for Storm Surge, just generally. That's, like, not in this lobby, but, like, in real lobbies, yes. Be looking for people for Storm Surge and all of this stuff. But, yeah, that is the video. Thank you, whoever sent me this for the VOD review. But, yeah, that is the video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you guys did enjoy. Leave me a comment letting me know that you enjoyed these VOD reviews, that you enjoyed these types of videos, so I will continue making more. And if these videos seem kind of boring to you, please also let me know in the comment section. I have, just for some reference, started community polls, and, like, I can, like, give you guys polls saying, like, do you like this type of video more? And also, just for some future reference, I asked you guys whether you guys like longer videos every 3 days, whether you guys like shorter video or shorter videos every 2 days. And I've come to the compromise that I'm going to be making a 7-minute video every 2 days. All right. Whether it's a VOD review, whether it's a tips and tricks video, whether it is like, it could be a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's just a general thing. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.